Days of Our Lives, June, a baby bombshell, and a betrayal that could tear a family apart. Tuesday's episode of Days of Our Lives promises to be one of the most emotionally charged hours in recent memory. Whether it's a long-awaited celebration of love, a private confession that could shatter hearts, or a devastating accusation that threatens to destroy a family from within, Salem is bracing for a storm of revelations, regrets, and reckoning. Here's a full breakdown of what to expect on June 24th and why you absolutely don't want to miss a single moment. Andrew and Paul say I do love triumphs in Salem, in a town often plagued by secrets, betrayals, and heartbreak. It's not every day that love wins. But this Tuesday, Andrew Donovan and Paul Nerita prove that real love still exists, even in Salem. After years of navigating danger, duty, and distance, Andrew and Paul are finally ready to take the next step. Their relationship, tested by Andrew's work with the ICE and Paul's life in San Francisco, has withstood every obstacle. Now, they're ready to seal their bond in front of their dearest friends and family. Expect tender vows, joyful tears, and heartfelt toasts as the couple exchanges rings and promises forever. This isn't just another wedding, it's a symbol of enduring hope and commitment in a town where relationships often hang by a thread. Their ceremony will serve as a rare bright spot in an otherwise intense episode, an oasis of joy surrounded by swirling storms of drama. Belle confesses, torn between head and heart. Meanwhile, across the venue, not everyone is feeling as confident about love. Belle Black, Martha Madison, often the pillar of logic and calm, is unraveling. She confides in her cousin Carrie Brady Reed, Christy Clark, revealing that her feelings for Chad DiMera, Dan Feueriegel, are more complicated than even she can comprehend. It's a classic Salem situation. Belle is still emotionally connected to Sean, but EJ represents something she can't quite walk away from: power, danger, and the possibility of a new beginning. Carrie, always the supportive cousin, listens with concern. But what advice will she give? Follow her heart or play it safe? Belle may find herself at a crossroads, one that could permanently change her romantic future. Shane senses trouble. Tate may be hiding the truth about the baby. The wedding festivities are interrupted by a quiet, serious conversation between Shane Donovan, Charles Shaughnessy, and his nephew, Tate Black, Leo Howard. What begins as a gentle check-in turns into something more when Shane notices a change in Tate's demeanor. The topic? Sophia Choi's Rachel Boyd, baby. Tate insists he's on board with the adoption plans, but something in his tone and his body language raises a red flag for Shane. Is Tate second-guessing his decision? Could he be thinking about keeping the baby and starting a life with Sophia instead? Shane doesn't press too hard, but he walks away convinced that something deeper is going on. And he's not wrong. Behind closed doors, Sophia is also weighing her options. Desperate for clarity, she begins exploring ways to speed up the adoption process. She wants a clean break and a fresh start. But is Tate ready to let go? Then, just as the couple begins trying to navigate their future, a new truth emerges that threatens to turn everything upside down. The shocking truth: Aaron Green may be the baby's real father in true Days of Our Lives fashion. Just as viewers think they understand the situation, everything changes. New spoilers suggest that by the end of Tuesday's episode, there will be a shocking paternity revelation. Aaron Green, Louis Tomeo, may actually be the baby's biological father. If confirmed, this will unravel all of Sophia and Tate's plans. What will this mean for the adoption? Will Aaron want custody? And most importantly, was Sophia keeping this truth a secret all along? This revelation could not only end a budding romance, it could ignite a custody battle that drags in the entire town. Marlena probes Rachel's nightmares and uncovers a dangerous accusation. Dr. Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall, has always been a safe space for troubled souls in Salem. And on this day, her attention turns to Rachel Black, Finley Rose Slater, who has been visibly shaken in recent days. Marlena heard Rachel mumbling in her sleep, mentioning something about the shooting of Chad DiMera. That alone is enough to make Marlena lean in, but when Rachel refuses to open up, Marlena becomes even more determined to reach her. After much coaxing and compassion, Rachel finally speaks. And what she says is jaw-dropping. She believes she knows who shot EJ. Her accusation? Johnny DiMera. Rachel points the finger, but is she telling the truth? Rachel recounts a disturbing memory. She saw Johnny arguing with EJ and he was holding a gun. That's all she saw, but in her mind, that moment has grown into something more sinister. Marlena is stunned. She doesn't want to believe her grandson could do something so violent. But she also knows that Johnny has been carrying an incredible amount of anger lately, especially toward EJ. Still, Marlena knows the dangers of relying on a child's fragmented memory. Could Rachel be mistaken? Or worse, could someone have manipulated her into thinking Johnny pulled the trigger? What's clear is that this accusation cannot be ignored. A storm is coming. Marlena versus Johnny. Marlena will have no choice but to confront Johnny with Rachel's claim. It will be one of the most emotionally charged scenes of the week. A grandmother torn between her loyalty to her grandson and her duty to protect the truth. Johnny, who may or may not be guilty, will likely react with shock, hurt, and confusion. Will he admit to something? Or will he lash out at his family for turning against him? This confrontation could rip the DiMera family apart again. And if Johnny is innocent, the real shooter is still out there. Final thoughts. A day that changes everything. Tuesday's Days of Our Lives episode will be one for the record books. A heartfelt wedding reminds us of love's enduring power. A tangled web of parental doubt and paternity secrets leaves a young couple on the brink. Marlena faces a crushing choice between truth and family. And a single accusation could ignite the next great DiMera war. Salem has always been a town of secrets, but some truths can't stay buried forever. Tune in Tuesday, June 24th. Because in Days of Our Lives, even on the happiest of days, no one is safe from the truth. A stunning soap opera swap, Chad DiMera gets a new face in Salem in the ever-twisting world of daytime television, where love, betrayal, and shocking revelations reign supreme. A seismic shift is rocking the foundations of two beloved soap operas, Days of Our Lives and The Young and the Restless. Fans of both shows are buzzing with excitement and a touch of disbelief as a dramatic casting swap unfolds. Connor Floyd, known for his role as Chance Chancellor on The Young and the Restless, has stepped into the iconic role of Chad DiMera on Days of Our Lives. Meanwhile, Billy Flynn, who has embodied Chad for over a decade, is crossing over to The Young and the Restless to take on the complex character of Kane Ashby. This unprecedented exchange, announced by Deadline on June 23, 2025, promises to bring fresh energy, emotional depth, and a whirlwind of drama to both Salem and Genoa City. For viewers over 65 who have followed these shows through decades of heartbreak and triumph, this bold move is a testament to the enduring magic of soap operas. A new Chad DiMera arrives in Salem. The role of Chad DiMera, a character steeped in the rich history of Days of Our Lives, is one that carries immense weight. Chad, the brooding heir to the DiMera dynasty, has been a fan favorite since his introduction in 2009, first played by Casey Daedrick. In 2014, Billy Flynn took over, bringing a soulful intensity to Chad's journey, particularly through his heart-wrenching romance with Abigail Devereaux. Flynn's portrayal captured the essence of a man torn between his family's dark legacy and his desire for love and redemption. But now a new chapter begins. Connor Floyd, a rising star known for his nuanced performance as Chance on The Young and the Restless, began filming as Chad on June 23, 2025. His arrival marks a significant shift for Days of Our Lives, as fans prepare to see a fresh interpretation of a character they've come to know and love. Floyd's Chad won't appear on screens until April 2026, due to Day's unique filming schedule, which shoots episodes months in advance. This delay only heightens the anticipation, as viewers wonder how Floyd will navigate Chad's complex relationships, from his ties to the DiMera family to his enduring love for Abigail. For longtime fans, the transition may feel bittersweet. Chad's story has been a roller coaster of passion, loss, and resilience, and Flynn's departure leaves big shoes to fill. Yet Floyd, with his proven ability to convey both strength and vulnerability, is poised to bring a new dimension to the character. Will he lean into Chad's darker, more calculating side, or will he emphasize the tender, romantic hero that Abigail fell for? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Salem will never be the same. Billy Flynn's bold leap to Genoa City while Connor Floyd steps into Chad's world. Billy Flynn is embarking on an equally daring journey. On June 19, 2025, Flynn began filming on The Young and the Restless, not as the originally planned Aristotle Dumas, but as Kane Ashby, a character with a storied past and a passionate fanbase. The revelation that Aristotle was, in fact, Kane came as a shock to Flynn, but it was an opportunity he couldn't resist. In a candid interview with TV Insider, Flynn shared his excitement and nerves about taking on such an iconic role, previously played by Daniel Goddard. When I first met with Josh Griffith, the head writer and executive producer, I had no idea Kane was on the table, Flynn admitted. But once it was, I knew I had to dive in. It's a chance to honor a character with so much history while bringing something new. Flynn's preparation for the role was meticulous. He immersed himself in Kane's past, rewatching old episodes and studying the character's defining moments, particularly his epic romance with Lily Winters, played by Crystal Khalil. Kane and Lily's love story, fraught with obstacles yet anchored by unwavering devotion, is one of the most cherished in the Young and the Restless history. Flynn knew that capturing that magic was essential. My first scene with Crystal was electric, Flynn recalled. There was this instant chemistry that made me think, okay, this is going to work. Lily is Kane's true love, and that's the heart of the story. I know how to play that. Flynn's Kane will differ from Goddard's in some ways. His voice, mannerisms, and age will bring a fresh perspective, but he's committed to preserving the emotional core that defines the character. We're rebranding a bit, Flynn explained. I'm not trying to copy what's been done. I want to show Kane's humanity, his flaws, and his heart in a way that feels authentic to me. A unique overlap in soap history. One of the most unusual aspects of this casting swap is the overlap it creates. Because Days of Our Lives films so far in advance, Billy Flynn will continue to appear as Chad on the show well into early 2026, even as he takes on the role of Kane on The Young and the Restless. This means that for several months, fans will see Flynn on both soaps simultaneously. A rare and thrilling moment in daytime television. Meanwhile, Connor Floyd's Chad will debut in April 2026, giving viewers time to adjust to the transition. This overlap adds an extra layer of intrigue. How will Flynn balance the emotional intensity of Chad's storylines in Salem with the fresh challenges of Kane's return to Genoa City? And how will Floyd's interpretation of Chad resonate with Days fans who have grown accustomed to Flynn's portrayal? For viewers who have tuned in for decades, this dual presence is a reminder of the dynamic, ever-evolving nature of soap operas, where change is both a challenge and an opportunity. Honoring the past, embracing the future. For Billy Flynn, stepping into Kane Ashby's shoes is about more than just learning lines or hitting marks. It's about honoring a legacy while forging a new path. Kane, a character known for his tumultuous journey from con man to devoted family man, has always been driven by love and redemption. Flynn's approach promises to stay true to those roots while exploring uncharted territory. Kane's story is about second chances, Flynn said. I want to show how he's grown, how he's still fighting for what matters. Flynn's respect for Daniel Goddard's original portrayal is evident, but he's clear about his goal: to make the role his own. Daniel did incredible work, and I'm not here to replicate it, he said. This is a chance to bring a new layer to Kane, to show who he is now. On the Days of Our Lives side, Connor Floyd faces a similar challenge. Chad DiMera's history is a tapestry of love, loss, and family drama, and Floyd must navigate that legacy while carving out his own space. Fans who remember Casey Daedric's early portrayal or Flynn's decade-long run will be watching closely, eager to see how Floyd interprets Chad's complex personality. A love story at the heart of it all. At the core of both transitions is the power of love, a theme that resonates deeply with soap opera audiences, especially those who have followed these stories for years. In Salem, Chad's romance with Abigail Devereaux, marked by passion and tragedy, has been a cornerstone of his character. As Connor Floyd steps into the role, fans will be eager to see how he handles Chad's lingering grief and his hope for a brighter future. In Genoa City, the love story of Kane and Lily remains the heartbeat of Flynn's portrayal. Their chemistry, which Flynn described as immediate and natural, promises to reignite the magic that made Kane and Lily a fan-favorite couple. Whether facing new challenges or rediscovering their bond, Kane and Lily's journey will be a focal point of The Young and the Restless in the months to come. A new era for soap fans as Days of Our Lives and The Young and the Restless embark on this bold casting experiment. Fans are in for a treat. The swap of Billy Flynn and Connor Floyd is more than just a change in faces. It's a celebration of the storytelling that has kept soap operas alive for generations. For viewers over 65 who have watched these shows through countless twists and turns, this moment is a reminder of why they fell in love with daytime drama in the first place, the chance to connect with characters who feel like family, to cheer for their triumphs, and to mourn their heartbreaks. In Salem, Connor Floyd's Chad DiMera will bring new energy to a town where secrets never stay buried for long. In Genoa City, Billy Flynn's Kane Ashby will breathe fresh life into a character whose story is far from over. As these two worlds collide and evolve, one thing is certain: the drama, the passion, and the heart of soap operas will continue to captivate audiences, young and old, for years to come.